First, I'm going to share with you my actual numbers, including how much it cost me to start my Amazon business, how much I made in my first year selling on Amazon, and what my product actually was. Because I want to be completely transparent with you to show you what it's actually like to sell on Amazon. And I'm going to share with you some of the things that the gurus out there don't tell you, including three really big mistakes I made that if you are thinking of selling on Amazon, you need to watch this because these mistakes will cost you thousands of dollars. I decided to get into Amazon FBA because it makes it easier for someone like me who has a full-time job to start an e-commerce business where I don't have to spend so much time in the back end because Amazon takes care of all the shipping and handling, customer service, and inventory. It is also the biggest online marketplace in the world. I dived into Amazon for a few reasons. I would like to have and run my own business. This is something that I am passionate about. I enjoy learning and growing, and unfortunately, I never felt like I could do that at my workplace. Especially with things that are closer to my interests and passions. The financial freedom is great, and I do desire that, but it's not my primary motivation. Anyway, let's dive into it. Today, I am going to share the harsh truth that the most gurus want. I dived into the private label ocean, picking a product I was convinced would hit the ground running, or would hit the market and make a profit because of high demand and low competition. The perfect recipe that they teach you in private labeling, right? Well, first I started with the idea of starting with an e-commerce business, and I signed up for a private label course to learn from someone who has done it already, which cost me $5,000. I found a product that according to the research was high in demand and had low competition. So I decided to go with it and began building my brand. I started a project on 48hourlogo.com to find a designer and create my logo, as well as the packaging design. It cost me about $338. I hired a designer from Fiverr to do my packaging design, and that cost me about $118. 48hourlogo.com or 99 designs are great when you're starting up, especially if you don't know what you're looking for, are a great way to get started with a design because you get hundreds of designs from different designers and you can start getting a feel of what you're looking for. And they're a bit quite expensive, and you can find something a lot more affordable on Fiverr.com if you know exactly what you're looking for. This cost me a total of $456. I hired Beta Legal to create my LLC because I wanted to create a business entity for my brand. This cost me about $289 plus $138 for a city license to open up my business. Each city is different, so depending on where you live, you might not have to do that. That was a total of $427. To find my product, I went on Alibaba and searched for my product there. After sourcing through options, I selected 3 manufacturers and got samples from each. I chose the best based on price, communication, and proven record on Alibaba. And this is a pro tip, always verify your supplier's credentials and history. It is crucial that a supplier has at least 2+ years verification with Alibaba so you don't run into any manufacturing issues. My samples cost me $350 and my product needed 4 different sizes, which meant ordering large quantities and managing multiple stocks. It was more complex than I had anticipated, and it was a costly mistake for me because it meant you would have to purchase different UPC codes for each size, creating different labels, barcode labels for each size, which meant more work on putting labels on the packaging. Instead of having one FNSQ as part of the packaging, which can save you time and money, not to mention it is much easier to manage one listing than 4, especially when starting and learning all the fundamental of starting an e-commerce business. So don't make the mistake of selecting a product that requires multiple SKUs for your first product. A tip that I can give you to save you time and money, if you can design your FNSQ label designed into the packaging design, you can ask your manufacturer to add these labels for you as part of the deal, and they will be happy to do it. They will be happy to print out your labels and stick them on each box. Or what you could do is add the FNSQ label from Amazon into the packaging design. This will save you a ton of time, and it's a lot cheaper than if you have to hire someone here to do it, or it will save you time if you need to do it yourself. I ended up ordering 1,200 units, 300 units of each size, which cost me about $3,500. Fast forward a couple of months, my inventory was ready and I contacted a third-party freight forwarding company to handle my shipping. I shipped through the sea and it cost me $1,200. When I received my inventory, I hired a photographer to take a picture of a sample of my product so I can create the listings, images, and post it on Amazon. Looking back now, I would do this step a lot sooner and use the samples that I have received from my manufacturer to save me time and be ready by the time I receive my inventory. I didn't have my listing ready and I started working on my listing late, which caused a delay in my launching date. I hired someone from Fiverr to do my graphic design and do my photos for my Amazon listing. My total cost for both was $400. The UPC codes cost me about $30 each, and I bought 4 from GS1, which cost me a total of $120. My Amazon subscription fee was $40. I also applied for a trademark straight from the USPTO website, which cost me about $250 so I can qualify for brand registry with Amazon. Now I'm ready to launch on Amazon, and in a second I'm going to share with you how much I made in the first 3 months. But so far I've spent over $11,000 to learn and build this business. So in month 1, I actually made over $150. Amazon flagged my product as controversial, blocking me from PPC campaigns. Imagine having a launch pad but no fuel. I was stuck watching other sellers selling through sponsored ads, but my product wasn't, and I was trying to understand why that was happening, and it wasn't easy through Amazon's customer service. Not only that, but I made a huge mistake that cost me over $1,000, which I will reveal, so pay attention. In my second month, I made over $126. I learned in my second month that for a private labeling, if you don't have advertising, it is very hard to compete against other sellers, and there is nothing about your product that can stand out from the other competitions. In month 3, I made negative $41, which is not what I was hoping for. But before I share the 3 biggest mistakes I made, in total, in just 3 months, I made $914 in revenue. But remember, revenue is not profit. After taking all my expenses, cost of goods, and other fees, I was left with $200. Every mistake has lessons to learn from, and it's important to learn from these lessons. But it's more important to not let these lessons stop me from achieving my dream goal. Armed with hard-earned lessons, I launched a new product that truly resonated with my passion. The result, I made over $5,000 in revenue in just the first month. I will share more about that success in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. Now, like I promised, I'm going to share with you 3 biggest mistakes that I made with my Amazon business, and that cost me thousands of dollars. So pay attention so you don't make the same mistakes that I made. The first mistake was picking a private label product. Mistake cost me a lot of money and time because I couldn't stand up against the competition. I signed up for a private label program which is outdated and doesn't really align with the idea of building an e-commerce brand right now. Because private labeling was a trend that people were able to capitalize on with Amazon when Amazon first started. But now, if you want to start an e-commerce business, you have to learn how to actually think like an entrepreneur and build an e-commerce brand. The biggest lesson here that is private labeling is over, and if you want to stand out from the crowd, there is a better way. Which leads me to mistake number 2. launching without understanding PPC and not understanding why I was not eligible for PPC marketing. This mistake cost me over $1,000 because Amazon flagged my product as a controversial product and I couldn't understand why. Because I can see other similar products being sponsored without any issues. So why my product in particular? It was really hard to understand, and Amazon does not give you the exact reason of what is causing the issue. It wasn't until I attended an e-commerce mastermind and I learned that a keyword that I was using in my listing might be causing this problem. A big lesson here is don't try to do this on your own. Having a community and mentors is really important because we learn from each other's mistakes. This is why I am creating this YouTube channel to share with you all the mistakes and lessons I am learning along the way. This takes me to the third and biggest mistakes I made. When I first launched, I shipped all my inventory to the Amazon warehouse. I ordered 1,200 units, and because I couldn't use PPC, I wasn't able to sell at a large volume, and my product was selling very slowly and barely moving. So Amazon started charging me for stocking fees for having my stocks for too long. After 8 months of my inventory sitting at the Amazon warehouse, Amazon started charging me over $100 every month for having my inventory sitting at their warehouse. And when I requested Amazon to ship it back so I can avoid all the charges, it cost me over $1,000 for Amazon to ship all my inventory back to me. And this is because my inventory was sitting at various or numerous Amazon warehouses across the country. And because they had to ship it back to me, I couldn't even break even at this point because I had to ship everything back, and at this point I wasn't going to try to ship this product back to Amazon. The biggest lesson here is even if you have a large amount of inventory, don't ship it all to Amazon right away. Ship a small portion of it, and when you see your product selling in a healthy way, then start sending more inventory. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more honest insights from my e-commerce journey. Every step, every mistake, and every success story is a learning opportunity. Join me as I continue to explore the Amazon marketplace. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep pushing forward no matter the challenge, and I will see you in the next video.